The search for a meaningful life. Today, we're setting out on a thought-provoking expedition to uncover some of life's deepest secrets. If you're joining us for the first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. And to our incredible community, thank you for your continued support. It means the world to us. Now, let's explore a topic that has puzzled thinkers for centuries. For generations, humanity has grappled with the universal question of purpose. What is the meaning of life? Many people worry that they haven't found their calling, while others fear their life's work isn't significant enough. Some feel lost, believing their past mistakes or missed opportunities have rendered them incapable of making a real impact. However, even these serious feelings of doubt can be overcome if a person has a change in perspective and sincerely seeks to understand their true self. Think of great artists or scientists who failed countless times before achieving greatness. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." And the celebrated author J.K. Rowling was rejected by numerous publishers before her success. The truth is, a meaningful life isn't a destination but a continuous journey of growth and self-discovery. As the ancient philosopher Seneca observed, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. No one starts off perfect. We all face moments of uncertainty and doubt, but those are exactly the points at which we can pivot and redefine our purpose. If you've ever felt like you're on the wrong path, don't despair. That feeling is not a sign of failure, but an invitation to reevaluate. The universe isn't judging you. It's simply waiting for you to find your way. As long as you are living, it's not too late to sincerely turn inward and discover what truly matters to you. Just as a river carves a new path around an obstacle, you can forge a new direction for your life. So how can a person know if they're on the right track, and if there is hope for those who feel lost? Let's explore what some of the world's greatest thinkers and philosophies say about this enduring question. The Stoics taught that true purpose isn't found in external achievements, but in living a virtuous life. A person's greatest goal is not to amass wealth or fame, but to act with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. However, what did they mean by a virtuous life? This doesn't imply that if a person has ever made a mistake, they are condemned to a meaningless existence. Rather, the Stoics were warning that a deliberate, conscious rejection of living a life of principle could lead to an empty existence. The key to understanding purpose is that it can only be found by those who have an intimate knowledge of their own values and a desire to live by them. A life of purpose cannot be stumbled upon by accident or ignorance. It has to do with one's attitude. As Seneca pointed out, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor. The difference between being lost and deliberately rejecting purpose is that a deliberate rejection is a conscious and persistent act of ignoring one's values and truth, even when understanding the consequences of a life lived without meaning. Therefore, a person must first have a clear understanding of their inner self and then intentionally and deliberately reject living in alignment with it. This deliberate act is a conscious and willful decision to never seek meaning, even while understanding the emptiness it brings. Today, we're also embarking on a crucial exploration into one of the biggest questions of our time. It's a topic that shapes our lives, careers, and relationships, and it's a journey you won't want to miss. If you're new to our community, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can join us for all of our future discussions. And to our loyal followers, your support is truly the bedrock of this channel. Thank you. Now, let us dive into the profound and often complex topic of finding a meaningful life in the modern world. In an age of constant distraction and pressure, it's easy to feel lost. Many people struggle with a deep-seated fear that their life is without purpose, or that they are simply not making a difference. This worry can manifest in many forms: a sense of career dissatisfaction, a feeling of being a failure, or a fear that the mistakes of the past have locked us into an unfulfilling future. Some may feel their lives are too mundane to matter, while others are burdened by a perceived inability to live up to their own expectations. However, even these profound feelings of discontent can be a catalyst for change. As long as a person is willing to engage in honest self-reflection and sincerely seek to understand their values, there is always a path forward. Consider the countless stories of individuals who found their purpose later in life. Grandma Moses didn't begin painting until her late 70s and went on to become a celebrated artist. Colonel Sanders didn't franchise Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was 62. These aren't just anecdotes. They are proof that purpose is a finite resource, and it's never too late to find it. We all make mistakes, and we all have moments of doubt. But life isn't about avoiding missteps. It's about what we do after them. Just as a compass can be recalibrated after being thrown off course, our sense of purpose can be recentered with intentional effort. The biggest lie we can tell ourselves is that it's too late to change. This is the ultimate act of cessation. It's not about having failed. It's about the conscious decision to never try again. The path to a meaningful life isn't about avoiding error, but about embracing growth. This is the core difference between a temporary state of being lost and a permanent state of surrender. Being lost is part of the journey. It's a feeling that pushes you to seek new directions. But surrendering to that feeling is a choice. It is a decision to abandon the quest for meaning entirely. So, how can you know if your life has meaning? And is there hope for those who feel completely adrift? The answer lies not in a single accomplishment, but in a persistent, deliberate commitment to living in accordance with your values. This means that a life without purpose isn't the result of a single failure, but rather a conscious and continued act of ignoring the call to find and live by what you truly believe in. The person who commits to this path is not condemned. They are simply choosing to remain in a state of stasis. However, by simply making the decision to turn back, to re-engage with your core values, the journey begins anew. The greatest discovery you can ever make is that the power to change your life resides entirely within you.